search for Blake 7. Dun, 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 dun. I was doing the, I'm up to, Seek, Locate, Destroy was the last one I did, which means now I'm up to Mission to Destiny. Okay, yeah. Let's talk about this. So, the fascinating thing I found I found from watching Blake 7 season 1 again with the Blu-rays, which are fabulous. Blu-rays are just fabulous, right? It was basically, there was no season arc really made in advance. It was just Terry Nation writing story after story after story, loosely threaded together. I think this was the original plan for the sequel trilogies of Star Wars, right? That, they would, J.J. Abrams do the first one, and then whoever it was, the Knives Out guy would do the second one. The trouble is, the Knives Out guy was shit, right? They just hated everything about Star Wars and destroyed Star Wars, altogether. So Terry Nathan doesn't hate Blake 7, and he's having a great time writing a very adult sci-fi drama on a very low budget, right? On a very low budget. God bless it, right? God bless it. So he's had the basic setup. Then he had like one, standalone story, Time Squad. Then you've had a couple of standalone stories, and now they've introduced Servalan and Taran. I think they're Travers, I should say, because they understood they needed like some kind of ongoing antagonist. And I think Jacqueline Pierce wasn't supposed to be in it for more than an episode, but she was just so freaking good in it. She continued forever. So the next one we have is Mission to Destiny, which is essentially Blake 7 does Agatha Christie. It's a Blake 7 murder mystery, right? It's pull it up. And again, this is just, I wouldn't even say it's Terry Nathan exploring the universe he's developed. This is Terry Nathan trying to come up with another script, another idea. That, I guess we could do that next, right? I guess we could do this. Mission to Destiny. Again, big fan of the new effects. That's my favorite part of the update effects. This bit when you get to see the Liberator. Oh no, I just missed it. Come back here. There you go. Oh, gorgeous! I'm sorry, it just is gorgeous. So new effects, and again, I'm amazed that these are model effects. No, they're not CGI. And we get like a very late 70s BBC flight deck, right? You see these all the time in Doctor Who, and they're never convincing, but it didn't really matter, right? So we see like we have the mystery set up. Somebody gets some sabotage. He's passed out, and it all goes sideways. Oh, what a beautiful shot of the Liberator that is. Hang on. Oh, just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So they and speaking of beautiful, Jenna just looks stunning this entire season. Like basically in every episode, even when she's controlled in the, what was it, Seek, Locate, Destroy, she had that weird funny eye thing going on. She's just looked hot, right? She's essentially the perfect barmaid, but in space. Especially when she's flying the Liberator, it does look like she's on a pub optic. So they come across the ship and they decide to pop over and see what the deal is. Again, I'm gutted that Dan doesn't like the new teleport special effect, which I think is spot on. It just makes everything so much better. So they look around, they wake everybody up essentially. There's some like knockout gas, and I do like when it changes to film, right? And you can see so clearly that there's got to be some kind of AI algorithm that you can run it through at some point that will make everything graded the same. And so again, it's a murder mystery where they're trying to work out what's going on. It's nothing says BBC late 70s BBC sci-fi more than this image, right? This is everything combined into one image. This is it, late 70s sci-fi. But it's kind of a strong episode in of itself, right? Well, it's not ripping off Star Trek. No, that's the next episode. God bless it, right? God bless it. I don't get me wrong. I've absolutely adored this rewatch. I did get stuck on the next episode because it's so fucking weird, and my brain just couldn't process it properly. Right? It's just like, I don't know. It feels like you could like take that scene and you could put it in pretty much any late 70s sci-fi from the BBC, and it will fit right in. Right? Whatever it is, do watch, you name it. All that, it just looks right, right? It just looks right. So they're trying to work out what's going on. There's this like super rare element that they need to get back to their planet or everyone's going to die or something. But it's also the super rare element can be sold for like a gazillion, squillion, $billion. So little space dollars or whatever it is. I don't know. So and there is a traitor on board who clearly was on but behind everything. And so again, most of the episode is quite a good murder mystery as they try and work out what's going on. Eventually, they give the element to the Liberator to take to their planet because they're going to take like 6 months or something now. Because I think they were set up because they were all supposed to be unconscious as the ship that was going to steal the element was going to come and just pick it up while everybody was unconscious. But again, much of Blake 7, it's kind of disconnected from the rest of Blake 7. Right, it's just like, oh well, this is what happens in this universe now, right? And things go on, go on a pace. It's not it's not as obvious as Captain America: Brave New World, which if you're here later, I reviewed earlier, which was. There's a scene in Captain America: Brave New World where somebody was doing something with a phone, and I'm like, let's take a selfie, and it was just be like it was supposed to be a nonchalant thing. I could see so clearly they were laying out a plot point for the future. So you don't really work out who the bad guy is so early on, but when you do, you go, oh yeah, well that makes sense, right? It's the one that you least suspect. There you go. Then she comes out. I liked it better when they did something similar in the 4th season, but when she turned out to be the traitor, her hair, she had her hair was all slicked back and she looked evil. I don't think they did the same thing here, right? And a little bit of new effects action, and so they have to work out how to deal with the evil traitor, and then they move on with life. Exactly. Basically, again, it's perfectly entertaining hour of Blake 7, right? But this, I mean, I'm looking forward to getting into season 2, where there is a lot more. I think Chris Boucher gave it a lot more structure. And probably with season 3 as well. Certainly with season 4. I like season 4 a lot. So, and then, okay. So then the next episode, what was that called again? That was Seek, Locate, and Destroy. So next episode, it's a weird amalgam of Star Trek, very classic Star Trek, and I would say late 70s sci-fi, weird sci-fi novels. So it really wants to take like the classic episode of Star Trek where they it's the Gorn and Captain Kirk, or the Klingons and Captain Kirk, right? And they have these super powerful aliens that intercede, but instead do it in the motion picture era, which was a lot more hard science fiction-y 1970s, right? And then do that on a shoestring budget with Blake Seven. That's how I would explain Duel, right? But you can tell that rather than flailing around trying to work out, okay, what other script can I flog the BBC on this? I think I can flog them another one. I think I can flog this one. It's a sequel to Seek, Locate, Destroy, and you can see how much he's enjoying Travis's hunt of the Liberator, right? The effects really work out well, but again, such a weird planet that they're on, of like these weird superpower aliens, which has Isla Blair in it, with a lot of nippage going on, right? A lot of nippage. Let's see if you can pull up. Yeah, here she comes. Yeah, and very blue as well. I mean, like, again, and the woman who plays the old crone is like, you can't go out looking like that. And she's like, oh, yes, I can. She very much likes being hot, okay? You could tell that in the interview, in the making of, right? She very much likes being, I got a fantastic pair of tits on TV, on BBC One, on 7:30 on a Thursday night. I think I'm doing very well. I believe it meant to be blue. Is it just the lighting? New effects again. I'm loving them. It's so worth the investment. I'm so glad. I believe that the rumor is that they're doing more. And Travis is obsessed with getting the Liberator, and is actually much, much, much better strategist than Blake, right? So he basically works out this trap for the Liberator as they're right. I mean, again, can we just stop and say how freaking gorgeous Jenna looks again? Oh, she's so hot. You can take, yes, you can. Listen. Mystic. There you go. Standard by horny, baby. Standard by horny. But so they get to a point where they're like out of power. They need to spend a couple of days recharging, right? And they nip down to the weird planet while they're there. While the energy banks are recharging. As Travis, I keep saying Tarrant, as Travis like sneaks up on them, right? And it's actually a really good strong build, right? And then Gan sees a couple of strange-looking ladies here. One second, who aren't blue this time.
Grave markers.
So many.
There you go. No, it was just the lighting. Isla Bear's nipples, still fantastic, right? Still absolutely fantastic. But they only appear for Gan for some apparent reason. And then the attack on Liberator starts, an attack that they can't possibly win, right? They can't run. They can't. It's really good, right? And they're trying to work out what to do. But it's a really good, engaging narrative. And even I found the mutoids strangely hot, right? Like strangely attractive. Again, the Travis Blake showdown. It really is. It's just great entertainment, right? Great sort of entertainment. And the new effects just help it so much. Anyway, so they end up being sucked down to the planet by these like weird, godlike aliens, and they've got to do the traditional Star Trek thing of battling it out between them, right? While the respective crews, watch on the ships, right? I mean, I'm thinking there's at least 2 Star Trek episodes like that, aren't there? So they say, okay, battle to the death. So it's just like most of it from this point in takes place in this forest. I think it's New Forest. But it looked so freaking unconvincing as an alien landscape. It was which one? Mission to Destiny? Yeah, I think, no, The Web. It was The Web where they like redressed the planet. Wait, here, okay, I'll pull that up 1 second. Where they redressed the forest and to make it look like an alien planet. And oh boy, did it look better for that. Let's see if we can find it. 1 second. There you go. See here. So they bought like this. It's the same thing, but they need to put these like ball stuff around cobwebs. And I didn't realize how much I appreciated it, till I saw this. And it's just like, that looks like the down the end of the street. It's not, I don't know. And then you have like, for some reason, the old woman doesn't like Blake, and he does this like weird, like, I still don't know what's really going on here, right? But he's making them all freaked out. So Travis can have a better chance of killing him. Then Isla Blair and her fantastic nipples. Oh my God. Fantastic nipples arrive to save the day. Good for you, Isla Blair. Right? So now they have to like stalk each other for a little bit. They have to, Jenna turns up to work with Blake, and Travis gets a mutoid. And Travis sets a trap, which Blake essentially walks into, I think, and then narrowly avoids. But then in the final battle, he said he refuses to kill Travis, so they're sent on the way with their energy banks refueled. The interplay between the mutoid and Travis was actually really good this episode. Right, because he really doesn't like them, right? And they have some kind of like plasma that they keep slotting into themselves, some kind of blood thing. I don't really know, but like the interplay between what I found was very interesting, right? So off they go, and then it's it was this final line that made Stephen Grief leave the role.
Hey, Commander.
Follow Blake's course.
We can't match his speed.
We don't have to, just match his course. You see, he made one fatal error. He should have killed me.
Yeah, so like he said so many times in the interview, I haven't seen the Stephen Grief documentary yet on the disc, but like he said, it got to one like every episode I was going, "I'll get you, Blaker," and that's why he left. So I don't know. What's this? One of the mutoids is Cal Royale, so I can't fault you there. Oh, well, they are very hot, right? They are very. And again, so I'm watching this going, look, do they have like mutoids for like sex workers? Because it seems like the sort of thing the Federation would do, right? That's just about just where my brain went. But it normally goes there. What can I tell you, ladies and gentlemen? Anyway, thoroughly entertaining, and the fact that again, Terry Nathan's able to construct this show clearly with no overarching plan for the season, right? And just stack episode after episode after episode after episode, and come up with an overall shape for the season. I think it's a testament to his quality as a writer, which I think is very, very high, right? I think he and so that's really why this first season is a delight to watch. It's a masterclass in a seasoned professional, pretty much at the top of his game, effortlessly creating lore one episode at a time by creating good stories with beginning, middles, and ends. Right in a sci-fi setting, in a very dark sci-fi world, right? Which I do indeed quite enjoy. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.